Christiane Stefansky. She was a Belgian francophone singer. During her youth, she was part of several folk groups until she began singing in the 1970s. In 1984, she released her third album. That year, she was part of the documentary The Rebel Song, directed by Richard Olivier. In 1985, Stefansky participated in a youth festival in Moscow and took part in a series of tours in France and Switzerland. In 1994, she released her first CD, titled Notebook of Doubts. His birth date is December 1949. She died on May 6, 2024, at the age of 74. No cause of death was given. Wayland Holyfield. He was a prominent American songwriter and leader in the songwriting community. His music has been regarded as a standard for honest simplicity in the Nashville writing community. He was educated in Arkansas public schools and attended Hendrix College at Conway, Arkansas before graduating from the University of Arkansas with a degree in marketing in 1965. Prior to his musical career, Holyfield was a wholesale appliance salesman and advertising account manager. He was born on March 1942. He died on May 6, 2024, at the age of 82. Ignatius Jones. He was a Filipino-born Australian events director and journalist who fronted the shock rock band Jimmy and the Boys. From 1976 to 1982, the group pioneered the use of shock theatrics in Australia. By the end of the 1970s, they were one of the most popular live acts on the Australian scene, with Jones performing as lead vocalist and contortionist alongside Joylene Thornbird Hairmouth on keyboards and vocals as a kitsch transvestite. As an actor, Jones appeared on TV series including Sweet and Sour, 1984, and Culture Shock, 1985. He had minor roles in comedy films including those Dear Departed, 1987, and Pandemonium, 1988. In 2017, Jones was honored with a Lifetime Achievement Award at the Australian Event Awards. His birth year is 1957. He died on May 7, 2024, died after a short illness at the age of 67. Steve Albini. He was an American musician, record producer, audio engineer, and music journalist. He was the founder, owner, and principal engineer at Electrical Audio, a recording studio complex in Chicago. It has been estimated that he worked on several thousand records over his career. He worked with acts such as Nirvana, Pixies, Bush, The Breeders, PJ Harvey, The Jesus Lizard, and former Led Zeppelin members Jimmy Page and Robert Plant. He also played in various bands, most notably Big Black and Shellac. Albini played all of the instruments on Lungs except the saxophone, played by his friend John Bonin. The Bulldozer, 1983, EP was released on Ruthless and Fever Records. His birth year is July 1962. He died on May 7, 2024, died of a heart attack at the age of 61. Giovanna Marini. She was an Italian singer, songwriter, researcher, and ethnomusicologist. Marini studied classic guitar with Andres Segovia, and in 1959, she graduated at the Conservatorio Santa Cecilia in Rome. In the early 1960s, she befriended artists and writers who were passionate about Italian popular traditions, such as Pier Paolo Pasolini, Dario Fo, Italo Calvino, and Roberto Lati. Over the course of her career, Marini wrote many protest song lyrics. His birth date is January 1937. He died on May 8, 2024. No cause of death was given at the age of 87. James Gregory. He was an American stand-up comedian. Gregory was born in Georgia on May 1946 and worked as a salesperson until he was 36, when he began introducing performers at the Punchline Comedy Club in Atlanta. His first feature act at the Punchline was February 1982. Some of his most notable works include an album and a book titled It Could Be a Law, I Don't Know, and a video called Grease, Gravy, and John Wayne's Mama. Gregory's style consisted of storytelling. Gregory appeared regularly as a guest on several syndicated radio shows, including The John Boy and Billy Show, Rick and Bubba, The Bob and Tom Show, and Steve and DC. Gregory died from cardiac complications on 9th of May, 2024, at the age of 78. Sam Rubin. He was an American journalist who served as the entertainment reporter for the KTLA Morning News and as a television host of entertainment talk shows and specials. Rubin reported on the entertainment industry for over 30 years and interviewed many Hollywood stars. He was also the co-author of 2 biographies, one on the former First Lady Jacqueline Onassis and another on actress Mia Farrow. Rubin was known for his frequent jokes about movies and TV, including personnel at competing TV stations. Rubin was one of the founding members of the Broadcast Film Critics Association. His birth date is February 1960. He died on 10th of May, 2024, died of a heart attack at the age of 64. Hans Wahlgren. He was a Swedish actor. During his career, he appeared in films and television series, as well as his work in reviews and farces like Oh, Calcutta. He also did dubbing for several children's films, as well as appearing in later years in his daughter's reality series on television. He also did plenty of voice acting in several films such as Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and Nanny McPhee. Between 2016 and 2024, he participated in his daughter Pernilla Wahlgren's reality series Wahlgren's Varld, which is broadcast on Kanal 5. He was born on June 1937. He died on 10th of May, 2024, died from a short illness at the age of 86. Rex Murphy. He was a Canadian commentator and author, primarily on Canadian political and social matters. He was the regular host of CBC Radio 1's Cross Country Checkup, a nationwide call-in show, for 21 years before stepping down in September 2015. He wrote for the National Post and had a YouTube channel called Rex TV. Murphy won a Progressive Conservative nomination in 1975. Murphy wrote a column for the Saturday edition of the Globe and Mail newspaper until January 2010. He was also the regular host of CBC Radio 1's Cross Country Checkup, a nationwide call-in show, for 21 years. He was born on March 1947. He died on 9th of May, 2024, died from cancer at the age of 77. Art Jimmerson. He was an American boxer and mixed martial artist who competed at super middleweight, light heavyweight, and cruiserweight. As an amateur, Jimmerson was the 1983 National Golden Gloves middleweight champion. His birth year is August 1963. He died on 8th of May, 2024, at the age of 60.